Hey everyone, welcome back to your Humble Heroes series where we introduce you to some of the amazing nonprofits that are fundraising in the virtual Human Race 2020. Normally you get to see all these people parading down the streets together, running, rolling, wagging, but this year it looks a little bit different. It's always been about fundraising, and all of these nonprofits are here to raise funds to further their mission. So today we have Jaleesa from This Is My Sexy, and I'm so excited to talk to you about this organization, why it exists, and why you started it. So thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What is your role there? And how did this organization get started?
Right. So again, my name is Jaleesa or Jay. I'm the executive director of This Is My Sexy. We've been running for about 2 years. And we didn't initially set out to be a nonprofit. It started just as a lingerie photo shoot. I wanted to do it for quite some time, and I just never had the courage to do it. I didn't feel like I was the right shape, the right body type, and I wanted to lose a few pounds before I ventured out to that. And I spoke with my best friend and told her, this is what I want to do. And she said, well, go ahead. What are you waiting for? And I got a group of girls together. It took a lot because some people were like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, no, I don't want to be naked in the park or, half dressed in the park. But we got some girls that were really serious, and we got a photographer that really understood what we were trying to do. So we did our first photo shoot. Just so happened that it was prom day, so it added a little bit of anxiety to everyone. It was prom, and so there were a lot of people at the park with us, but it turned out really nicely, and it touched a lot of people when we brought it to social media. So we sat down and said, we need to make this bigger. We need to have a bigger impact. We need to keep doing things like this, bringing women together and building confidence, changing that narrative on social media.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is, I feel like it's a movement right now
Yeah.
that's needing to happen for such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is so much more than a photo shoot, as you said, like you're
Right.
building it, right? But this is really about confidence, right?
Right, definitely. Confidence is so important now. I mean, we're starting to see a difference in, what we see on the media, but it's not enough to account for, especially the last 30, 40 years of just that thin shape, which is perfectly fine. But you want to see people that look like you online, on your TV, wherever you're looking. You want to see people that look like you and make you feel good about yourself.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about. So obviously, it's an attitude, and it's a movement that you're trying to really portray. And so, as a nonprofit, what are some of the things that you're doing to empower women? What are some of the programs that you're offering
Right.
now that you've kind of grown this into something so much bigger?
So This Is My Sexy is actually two parts. We do Tim's for short. This is my sexy for 18 and up. So some of those events are going to be like your negligee photos, your boudoir, things like that. You're going to have those kind of events. But then we also have a part where we give back to the community. It's called Beauty My Way. So it's for young girls because obviously we can't keep that title with them. We go into schools, we go into different community centers, and we just have that conversation about, what is beauty to you? What have you been told beauty is? Do you think you're beautiful? You know, and we just try to start that conversation earlier because if we would have had those conversations sooner, a lot of us wouldn't have the self-esteem issues that we have. So we start trying to reach out to the younger crowd so that they can grow into adults that don't have as many issues with their self-image.
Absolutely. That's amazing. I'm so glad you do that. I totally agree. From a young age, it's like, I'm supposed to look like this.
Right.
And everybody is beautiful. So that's such a cool program. I love that you're starting young. What have some of the girls or women said this experience has been like for them? I know I actually have a few good friends that are out of state but photograph in this way too, and their response has been like the women's reasoning for doing this and the confidence that you gain from seeing yourself in such a beautiful way on the other side of the camera is really about healing. It's really about loving yourself. So what are some of the things that people that have been involved in your programs, what have they said that this has meant to them?
Yeah, it's definitely been life-changing, not only for the people that have been in the shoots, but myself. I don't know if you're familiar with doing photography, but it's not easy when you get behind that camera. So it takes a lot of work, but everyone feels like it's worth it at the end. I've had people say, I saw my friend do this, I want to be in your next shoot. And we try to make sure that it's not always just lingerie. It's just those different body types portrayed in different types of clothing, different environments, and things like that. As far as the girls, I've gone to a few community centers and they're like, hey, Jay, when are you coming back? Like, this is really fun. I've never had a conversation like this before. I want to talk about it again. I want to go tell all my friends. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's set it up. So
That's
it's
awesome.
definitely a great experience.
Yeah, let's make it cool to just love
Right.
yourself. Yes, please. That's amazing. Well, I'm going to share my screen and show people how they can support this really awesome movement and this organization. Um,
Okay.
and so you actually have two teams that people can support. Bank of America is our presenting sponsor, and sorry, and they're amazing. And they have 12 different nonprofit teams. So there are individuals that work at Bank of America that are raising funds for different nonprofits. Again, 12 different nonprofits. And so you have a good friend that works there who has started a fundraising page for you guys. So I'll show people that as well. And they, all of their employees, like any employees that donate to you, Bank of America then matches it, which is super cool. So, and then of course you have your own fundraising page and team, so you can be supported in two different ways during this race. So let me show everyone how to do that. It's pretty easy. So once you get onto our fundraising page, and can you see my screen okay?
Yes.
Perfect. Once you get onto the fundraising platform, which you can do through our website, volunteercentertriad.org, through the Human Race program page, or you can go to thehumanrace.itsyourrace.com, and you can find all of the people that are fundraising here, searching them, or they're in alphabetical order. So again, This Is My Sexy is right here, and then Bank of America also has a team. So I will show you both pages. Very easy to donate to either one. So if you wanted to, so Dominique has a goal of $2,000 to raise for you as well. So if you know Dominique or you want to support support this effort, then you can just hit donate. And then also here's the This Is My Sexy page, which you can also donate to, and they have a goal of $2,000 too. So let's keep it up, and all teams will get $50 from our sponsor grant. We're so thankful now that we've pivoted the event to virtual. We have some event expenses like porta potties and things like that we no longer need, that we're able to take out of the budget, and we want to gift that to the teams. So all teams will have an extra $50 in here, and people can donate to you now through June 22nd, midnight, June 22nd. And we encourage everyone to tune in live on June 20th to learn more about all 75 nonprofits that are participating, and for some awards and some music and some fun. That's how to donate. Super easy. You can do it via your mobile device. You'll have to scroll down a little bit if you are on mobile. We like to recognize all the top teams and the top fundraisers here, so we'd love to see you guys in that running as well. And then to find out more about your organization, tell people about your website.
Yeah, so the website is thisismysexy.org. You can read up on our personal mission as well as the mission of Beauty My Way. You can see our upcoming events. We have a nice gallery of different pictures from different events, as well as our photo shoots. Pictures that we've done for Beauty My Way, working with HP, our famous Tea Party, where we have a roundtable discussion about self-esteem, things like that. And Cute Girls, it's just a lot of information there, and there's a way, there's places to donate as well as buying the official merchandise.
Amazing. This is
Check
great.
it out.
So you're having to pivot a little bit, right, because of some of the events.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but it looks like you're going live and you're doing some cool things in some ways even still. So keep up the good work. Is there anything else you want to tell viewers before we sign off?
I just ask that you guys look into your hearts and, you know, look, think about how you grew up and think about the things that weren't spoken about as far as beauty and, you know, what that's supposed to look like. About 90% of grown women are not happy with the way that they look. So imagine if there's a program that they had to go, just let their guard down, feel beautiful and feel free. And that's what we're providing. So any way that you can help definitely goes a long way.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for racing with us to the fundraising finish line. We'll see you and everyone else on the 20th.
Thank you, Jordan.